I just got the new Jack Daniel's Hero Selection. This one is a single barrel proof rye this time. And I got 2 different single barrels to try side by side. Let's go. Alright guys, I'm not going to waste any time getting these put into the glasses so we can let them air out a little bit while we talk about them. Cork pop. Now this is the 126 proof. I'm going to pour this in my glass with a sticker on it. And this one is the 136 proof. Nice, cork pop. Nice and clean sounding. We're going to pour this in the glass without a sticker on it. Now we let those air out for a couple minutes while we take a look at the packaging. The Jack Daniel's Hero Selection series comes in a very nice looking box. Now these look identical to the whiskey that came out a couple years ago, but the difference is that the whiskey ones were black. And the rye, of course, say the word rye on it. And if you turn it on its side, you'll see the word rye written on there. But besides the word rye and the color green versus the black, these boxes look identical all the way around. Alright, now this single barrel of the Barrel Proof Rye Hero Selection, this one is a 126.5 proof. Let's take a look at the information on the neckband. It says it's from Barrel House 1-13, barrel number 2405092. And the bottling date was June 10th, 2024. Now let's take a look at the other one. It's pretty much the exact same, except for almost 10 proof points higher. This one's coming in at 136.4 proof. It is also from Barrel House 1-13. The barrel number is a pretty close barrel number. It's actually less than 100 barrels away, which is pretty significant considering the volume Jack Daniel's does. This one's barrel number is 24-05179, and the bottling date is June 13th, 2024. So they were bottled just a few days apart from each other, which makes me curious how many other single barrels of this Hero Selection Barrel Proof Rye there are out there, because I want to catch them all.
Don't care how, I want it now.
Okay, so we've looked at the very small differences in the packaging, and we've looked at the very small differences between these 2 single barrels when it comes to the data. But let's get on to the whiskey, because not all single barrels are created equal. It's got a nice rich color on it for a rye, doesn't it? Let's try it on the nose. Wow. It's a lot more candy than I was expecting. Caramel, butterscotch, wood, some great notes on the nose. Let's try it on the palate. Cheers. The caramel covered barrel char is up front. It's delicious. In the back, I did get a little bit of rye spices. Not much mint or dill or some of those other traditional rye flavors. It was overall very pleasant. Let's go in for one more. Cheers. Feel a little bit of tingle from that 126 proof, but it's not bad. It's not destroying my palate. It's actually pretty tasty. All right, let's rinse out the palate before we try the other glass. All right, glass number 2 does look a little bit darker and richer. I'm wondering, since this is almost 10 full proof points higher, I'm wondering if this barrel had more Angel's Share, but of course it looks great. Let's go for the nose. Oh, this one has more molasses on the nose. Nice, dark, burnt bread pudding, like with bananas in it. Oh, that smells delicious. Let's go in for the palate. Cheers. Wow. Very robust in flavor. The burnt crust along the hotel pan from that baked good with some little bit of banana residue, but lots of just burnt, charred caramel. Wow, that is much more robust. That's just off the first sip. Hold on, my mouth isn't really acclimated yet. Let's go in for a second one. Cheers. Yeah, that one's a showstopper. That one has so much flavor. It's so rich and dark and delicious. I gotta jump back and try the 126 again. It's a little bit lighter, a little bit brighter, a little bit easier to drink, but this 136 is so robust and dark and delicious. I'm telling you, you can't go wrong. Speaking of can't go wrong, let's talk about the price point. These are priced at $60 out the door on base, which on base I'm not brutally taken advantage of by Washington State's taxes. I can go in the store and pay this fair market price and come out happy and still whole as a person. And so I will tell you right now that if I go on base and I find a different single barrel than these two, I'm probably going to buy that one also. Because when it comes to these Hero Selection single barrel picks at the Jack Daniel's warehouse, I have never been disappointed. Now, I've greatly enjoyed some of them more than others, but with the 7 different whiskey ones I found and the 2 different rye ones I have so far, I have absolutely not been disappointed once. But as you know, not all single barrels are created equal, so some are truly better than others. Thanks for watching. Remember, protect, enjoy. Cheers.